It's the start of another trading week, and there's a lot of important events and data to keep an eye on. I'm joined by David Starkey, Manager, FX Options and Senior Market Analyst at Cambridge Global Payments for this week ahead. So David, US retail sales and confidence figures will take precedence this week ahead of the Fed meeting on the 16th of December. As the key US shopping season gets underway, how are you positioning yourself?
With non-farm payroll unemployment numbers being so strong last week and unemployment posting at the same 7-year low that it did the month before, we're optimistic about the consumer confidence reading. Retail sales, on the other hand, is a little bit more mixed. Early reports from Black Friday have shown that net retail sales, or Black Friday sales, were down, that an increase in online and mobile shopping did not offset the decrease in bricks and mortar shopping. As such, we're a little bit more mixed on the retail sales. But at the end of the day, I suspect that any impact on currency rates will be short-term. It would take a pretty significant deviation from expectations to derail the current interest rate expectations. And even if there was a slight miss, I don't think that impact on the US dollar will be so significant as that it will carry forward into the week that follows.
Looking to New Zealand now and a potential interest rate cut from the RBNZ this week. It is the final meeting of the year, so could the RBNZ choose to cut this week or wait a bit longer, allowing the US Federal Reserve's December meeting to pass by, along with any resulting currency movements?
It's a pretty balanced outlook for the RBNZ, which suggests, if anything, we could see higher volatility in the Kiwi dollar as we head through the week, especially given recent strength. We suspect that volatility will result in downside movement. It's got to be uncomfortable for the governor of the RBNZ, Graham Wheeler, that the New Zealand dollar has appreciated recently against the US dollar and the Australian dollar in particular. He's regardless of a rate decision, he's likely to make a nod to that during his press conference. As far as the rate cut itself goes, it's a bit of a balancing act. The property market in New Zealand, especially in Auckland, is hot, and the RBNZ will be cautious not to fan those flames. However, falling dairy prices globally and the local economic slowdown suggests that there is scope for a rate cut, if not this month, then early in 2016.
The SMB's interest rate decision comes out on Thursday, following the ECB's policy under delivery. Is the SMB going to take a more wait-and-see approach to accompany the less aggressive ECB decision?
Yes, I think that especially the bounce in euro values on the back of the less aggressive policy loosening from Mario Draghi last week gives them scope to hold off and just stay sidelined until 2016. They'll be happy to see that the euro's picked up a little bit of strength and taken pressure off of the Swiss franc, and they'll be quick to take advantage of that.
Finally, David, are there any other events this week you're keeping an eye on?
We're keeping an eye out generally on people reestablishing tactical short positions in the euro as we head into the Federal Reserve next week. The bounce in euro dollar last week was a bit of a surprise. While the ECB under-delivered, they did still increase the tenor of their quantitative easing program and take deposit rates into historical lows. The 4 big-figure bounce that we saw in euro dollar, and that seems like it could be temporary as we head into the possibility of a rate hike heading into next week. So we'll be watching out for people taking on tactical short positions, anything above 109, and we head towards 110.
That was David Starkey from Cambridge Global Payments with me there, looking at just some of the events in the markets this week. Now we'll be keeping up to date with all the latest moves and news in the markets right here at Dukascopy TV, so make sure you keep clicking back.